Thanks for that, Jacob. Well, this morning a search is underway for the suspect in a shooting in Johnson County over the weekend. Sheriff Tom Hughes confirms that a man was shot on January 3rd. Law enforcement has a named suspect but is waiting for a warrant to release more details. The victim's identity and condition are still unknown. The sheriff's office is following leads but has not shared additional information. They say that they do not believe that there is a threat to the public. Investigators expect to release more details once a warrant is issued. And you can stay with us here at 5 News this morning for any updates on the case.
And the search in Johnson County continues for a missing man from Iowa this morning. A car linked to Nicholas Collins was recovered by authorities last Thursday. They say it was found abandoned with the license plate on County Road 5261 in Oark, Arkansas. Now, since the car was found on the Newton-Johnson County line, the majority of the search, they say, will likely be in Newton County.
Tomorrow, voters will decide which Republican candidate will be considered for Arkansas Senate District 26 seat in the special election this March. The seat has been vacant since Senator Gary Stubblefield's passing in September. 5 Republicans are running in the primary election. 1 independent is also running for the position. After a legal battle in Pulaski County, Governor Sarah Huckabee Sanders moved up the special election date to March 3rd. Early voting for the primary continues today, and you can find a list of voting sites on our website, which is 5newsonline.com.
And today, former Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro and his wife are expected to be arraigned in a New York courtroom on narco-terrorism-related charges. A U.S. operation led to their capture over the weekend. Maduro and Flores will face heightened security during what is expected to be a largely procedural court appearance. President Trump says that Venezuela's interim president is cooperating, but warns she could face serious consequences if she doesn't, quote, do what's right. On Capitol Hill, some lawmakers are slamming the Venezuelan operation as illegal.
The Constitution is really pretty clear that the representatives of the people get to be consulted and ultimately approve military activity. That has not happened here.
Well, later this morning, right now the plan is between 11 and noon our time. CBS News plans to go live for a special report focusing on that court appearance. You can watch it live right here on Channel 5. Well, here at home, members of River Valley Seeds of Solidarity gathered in Fort Smith on Sunday.
They took to the streets to voice opposition to U.S.'s military interventions in Venezuela and to draw public attention to their concerns. 5 News reporter Laura Castleman was there.
Fort Smith residents came together to express concerns about U.S. involvement in Venezuela and to call for an alternative approach. The protest took place in a high-traffic area along Kelly Highway to maximize visibility. Organizers from the group River Valley Seeds of Solidarity say they're pushing for greater awareness of what they call aggression by the U.S. against other countries. They also aim to promote solidarity to communities affected by these policies.
At the end of the day, it only causes harm for the majority while a minority benefits from it. So our main goal and objective is to ensure that while this aggression and flailing continues, we are able to protect our people here in the River Valley and beyond, while also educating them correctly on actual reality versus the dominant narrative.
Organizers hope the protest inspires more people to question U.S. foreign policy and push for change. Laura Castleman, 5 News.
Thank you, Laura. Well, Arkansas lawmakers are also reacting to the capture. Congressman Steve Womack took to X over the weekend and praised the action, calling Maduro a criminal and thanking U.S. forces and President Trump for what he described as decisive leadership. Now on social media, Arkansas Governor Sarah Huckabee Sanders also showing support for Maduro's capture, calling it a win in the war on drugs and the fight for freedom.